Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to review the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau Palette. I did order it on launch day and it got here yesterday, but I had already made plans for the day with my son, so I wanted to go ahead and review it today. You've probably seen a bunch of reviews already, but I don't care. We're still going to review it because I want to, honestly. So this is gorgeous. It does have some differences, but a lot of reminiscence to the OG Anastasia Beverly Hills, like the way they used to do their palettes. But there are some new features and some new, not features, but some notable differences. So it no longer has the brush it usually comes in with, and the pans are significantly bigger, and also there is, I think, less pan shades than there usually is, which I'm not mad about. It's just fine. I don't really care. I do absolutely adore this packaging. Like, aesthetically is very pleasing to me. And for me, I'm more of a color lover, but this still hits the color lover in me and the neutral lover in me. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera, prime my eyelids. I'm going to be using the P. Louise Acid Rain Paint and Blank Canvas. And then we're going to get into a look. So hang tight, guys, and we'll get right into it. Wait. Back it up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And now, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm just tapping out the remainder of my eye primer. Alright, perfect. So I am not doing arm swatches. I really don't care about arm swatches. Yeah, I like them because they're pretty, but I don't think it's necessary for me to do them, especially with the amount of reviews already on the internet. Like, I'm sure you'll find some. So I'm a huge green lover. I don't know if you knew that, but if you don't, I am a huge green lover. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and go into Liberty and start there, and then we're probably gonna deepen with Muse, which is right here, and it is a shimmer shade, but it is not, like, it's not super shimmery, so I think that'll be fine for the outer corner. So I'm excited about that. Alright. I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush. This one's just from Jessup. This is the 234 Luxe Smoke Shader. And we're going to dip into Liberty. Ooh, let me try it this way. Liberty. Ooh, there is some... see that there is a lot of pickup on the, there is pickup on the, a lot of pickup actually, but that's fine. Like, I know that going into this, especially ABH has always been like kind of known for that. I did see some reviews where they specifically didn't have that happen to them, but that's fine. Like, that doesn't really bother me. I'm just going to put this on the outer corner and just start stamping this in. I am pressing into the palette lightly, so not too much powder or eyeshadow is lost. Now, keep in mind that this eyeshadow palette does have pressed pigments in it. I believe, let me look on the Unicorn and see if it says it right there. Which ones are pressed pigments? Yes, pressed pigments are for face and body and not intended for the immediate eye area. It looks like Wisteria is a pressed pigment. Let me see. Wisteria, Paloma, and I thought there was one more. I think there's 3. I don't know if I'm not seeing it, but for sure it's Wisteria, which is the lilac shade, and Paloma, which kind of feel like that's weird because they don't usually, like those lighter colors don't usually end up being pressed pigment, so that's fine. It's not a big deal. But I don't have any kind of sensitivities to pressed pigments. Usually there is one of my palettes that I do have a sensitivity to, but that's a red pigment, and I don't know what's in it. I can't use it. I'm allergic to that specific one, but I have a ton of pressed pigments in my collection, and I don't have any issues with any other ones. But obviously I don't use that specific shade because I know I have a sensitivity to it. But other than that, I don't have any other sensitivities to it, to pressed pigments. All right, I'm gonna take Paloma, which is, I don't have a whole lot of space on this table right now, on this filming table, which is that cream shade that I said is also a pressed pigment. And I'm gonna take a Morphe M433 and just dip into that lightly. There is some kick up on there. I really like this palette. It's just aesthetically pleasing to me. I did just tap off some of the excess, and I'm going right in the crease where I put that Liberty shade, and I'm just gonna, to help, you know, blend it out, to bring it in more and just blend it out some more. If you can hear my son, he's on his Xbox. So it's summertime in Florida, so he's home. I just went in with more Liberty on the M433 just to blend it more up, because I think I'm just going to go into shimmers next. Actually Muse and then the shimmers. I worked out this morning, and then I had to mow the yard, which, to be completely honest, I didn't want to fucking do, but we looked really ridiculous. I don't live in an area, in this specific area, that has an HOA, so obviously we just had to not look like we were ridiculous, because it wasn't like that bad, but it just looked bad. But we didn't have like an HOA or anything tell us that we had to cut our lawn. But my stepdaddy's usually the one who mows the lawn here, but he was busy, so I had to be a big girl and put my big girl panties on and mow the lawn. Alright, so I went ahead and added more of Liberty and blended it up just to give it more of a diffused look. And now I'm going to go into Muse, which, like I had said, it's like a shimmer shade. And it's a darker brown with darker brown. It's a darker brown shimmer. But I'm going to take that original Just brush and I'm going to dip into it. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. Just to give it that depth that I like. And don't worry if it's a little messy. Like, I usually do, I almost 95% of the time will do my eyeshadow first before I do my foundation. Because yesterday I did this foundation review on a drugstore foundation. I was going to do it in conjunction with a review for this palette, but it was just, it showed up after I did my foundation, and I'm not about to go back and do all that. That's too much. Like, that's too fucking much. So that's why I waited till today, because it was getting so late, and I went to a museum with my son because I'm currently on vacation from my full-time job, and I wanted to spend some time with him. And I just, I didn't have time to do all this. And it's fucking thundering out, which is fine because it's so hot in Florida right now. Like, it's hot. Like, hot. And I'm not a fan. So, and if you're wondering, I do have my AirPod on. I'm listening to Hold on. Kevin Gates. I don't know if you can tell. Well, I'm gonna listen to his new album, Kaza. Fucking love Kevin Gates. So good. So good. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into Hope, which is this beauty. Ugh, it's so good. It's so good, excuse me. It's so good. And then Wings. Ugh, love it. Fucking listen, 90% of the time a green palette will get me to purchase it. Fucking don't care. I just can't not get enough of greens. That's beautiful. I prefer a lot of shimmer in my looks, like a lot. But this is gorgeous. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I honestly will put on the Colorpop Ladybird just to add that glitter effect on in just a moment. I'm just going to go back and blend up here some more because I don't like the blend currently, and then add some more of Hope and Wings. And I'm going to add that Colorpop Ladybird shade, which I'll show you in a second. And then I'll show you the final look, and then we'll discuss the palette. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so now I'm taking my Colorpop Supershock Shadow in Ladybird. Obviously I've hit pan on this. I use this every given opportunity. It is a little hard panned, but it's still super beautiful. Alright, so now I'm going to put my mascara on. I'm going to use the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I'm out of this. I just reordered this. And then I'm going to use my Salon Perfect 630 lashes. This is the proper packaging for them, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, also, I'm going to probably line. I'm going to use the Il Maquillage liner, which is not my favorite, but I like the tip of it, because it makes it easy because it's so long. But I will make it matte because it's not matte with my not Colorpop, my e.l.f. black eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the final and completed look. What do you think? Let's just before I review the palette, let's go ahead and get into what's quickly on my face. I use the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation in shade Punjab. Yeah, no. Patagonia. English, can't even fucking read. It's medium 1.2, but I did mix it with the Colorpop Pretty Fresh foundation in light 70W, because this is too matte and this is too hydrating, so mix the two. So with that being said, I did choose to go in with a lighter blurring foundation or powder, which was Elizabeth Arden's Translucent 1. This is what this looks like, and I did set right in my pores first. Probably should have talked about this. This is the One Size Secure the Blur Primer. I did do a bit of a packaging rant on my TikTok. I will list my TikTok in the description box, and make sure you check it out and head over and give me some love. Just so you know, I love Patrick Star, but packaging, you'll see. And then I use the One Size, the don't try it to contour. And I used also the One Size Rump Shaker cream right here, the cream blush my face. That doesn't sound right, but that's what I did. Shit, I did forget to grab a couple products, so hold please. Okay, and then I topped that cream blush with the JAclyn Hill Loverboy Loose Blush. Love this packaging. Then I also used the Glamlight Frosted Flakes highlighter, which was, I've never used it before. She very glittery, like I wasn't expecting that. So if you're not into a glittery highlight, that's not information for you. I busted open my e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. I've kept seeing it being used recently, so it like inspired me to jump into it. And then I have a cocktail of like lip products. I mixed the NYX lip pencil in nude beige with the Makeup Forever Artist pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. And then I did like a small cocktail of the Morphe Sweet Tea with the Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin with the NYX Butter Gloss in a Cinnamon Roll. Okay, now that all that's finally out of the way. Oh no, and I also bronzed my face with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Volume 3. So if you haven't seen it, that's what it looks like. And that's also what I used to bronze my face. Okay. So let's talk about the palette. Honestly, the formula definitely feels elevated. It feels very elevated. I've never had an issue with the ABH formula. I know like we had a couple misses, but honestly I've never had an issue with the ABH formula. Like personally speaking, like I could always make it work. Do I mind that the brush is in here? No, not really. I have a bunch of brushes. I don't really need an extra brush. For those of people who don't have like a big collection of brushes like that, I could see how that could be annoying. But generally speaking, it doesn't bother me. I love the color story. I really love the chosen shades for this particular palette. I love the packaging. I think this is definitely a win for ABH. Like, I think a lot of us have been waiting for them to come out with this. Like, this is like very, very reminiscent of their, like, the excitement I used to have when they would launch something, which I didn't get that for the Primrose palette. I was like, I picked it up on a whim, not necessarily I was excited for it. This I definitely picked up because I was excited for it. I got it on launch day. I got it yesterday, which was Friday, and I finally did get to use it. I love everything about it. So I think that a lot of us aren't going to be disappointed in the quality and what this brings to the table. I think that Anastasia really heard the people and what they were looking for and brought back like what we always considered their best quality. So I hope all that made sense. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.